Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. Well, what an exciting series I'm working on right now. Couldn't have come at a funner time. Yippee! It's abstracts, obviously. And this is panel 2A. And what's going to be fun is the next panel right here, B, will fit into the zinc that I put over here. It's called H zinc. It's shaped like a letter H. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. You see there the track? What you want to do is the next panel, you don't put any zinc on it. You just want to leave the bare glass. I'll focus on the next video on that, the one that fits into here. So you slide it in, and then it goes into the application a little bit like this. This is just a 2x4 frame. And if you're gonna do a series of windows, I'd advise you to do something like this. All I did was build a 2x4 frame, use some furring strips for my backstock, put a screw in there at the top, one at each end, and then the gravity itself will hold it down while you're busy taking your pictures and doing your videos, like what I'm doing here right now. I let the weight of the garage door, this big door, come down on this frame. So I've got my backdrop, I've got this frame being held up. That's all there is, just a simple frame. It's a good way that you might want to do something, like I said, if you've got a panel you want to get as many pictures of, and you want the pretty background. I wish this one didn't have as many trees in my background because it sort of convolutes the imagery here, creating multiple images, but it is what it is, so I'm doing the best that I can with what I have to work with. I'm out here in California nowadays, and my shop conditions are vastly different than what I started out with on the East Coast. So in the idea of innovative and creative, I am adapting. Basically, I love doing abstracts. This is the largest dichroic job as well. And I love doing abstracts. A lot of people ask me, or tell me, or just imply that abstracts are really easy. Okie doke. Well, I'm here to tell you, for the size of this panel, which would take me about 3 days, 3.5 days, I could make 2 traditional bevel glass windows, same size. I could whip 2 of them out, because I can do it in my sleep. When we're just talking borders and what have you, that's easy. And using my Genesis glass system that I've developed, it's real easy. Not when it comes to abstracts for me, because I take it personally. And what I take personally is that all these colors and these concepts of discipline areas breaking out of, like in the box here, intersecting this abstract is kind of like out-of-the-box concepts for me. I have to dwell within my mind to come up with some of this stuff. And what I think abstract is very much like classical music. I think abstract is the highest art form. I've been told that classical music is the highest intellectual form of music. And if it's true, that's cool. I'm not into classical music because I'm not a musician. However, I do have a musical ear, a very technical ear towards music. My son is a master musician, plays hundreds of instruments masterfully. He can teach on any not only can he pick up any instrument there is and play it, but he can teach it because he understands music theory. So, that's another subject. Anyway, I love doing abstracts because all these elements are how I feel in the moment of that abstract. And yeah, my mood's going to change. It's going to change to the next panel, to the next, to the next. And all these panels are snapshots of what I was thinking in my mind at the time. Apparently a lot of thought process was going on. Looks leafy, birth, a lot of discipline going on, a lot of ideas, theories, sort of going out the door, whoosh. So perhaps these abstracts are mental images of my spiritual transformation. It's quite possible that there's an interpretation behind the abstract. I like to think there is because I see it. I'm in it, I'm involved. Color-wise, design-wise. What you see in it, it's up to you. See that head? I just realized, see that face on an angle? It's turned, there's the chin, there's the nose, there's the eye socket, the forehead, some sort of adornment. I don't know, it could be that way. I've seen some cool things in there, and you turn your head and you see something coming, and then it looks different when it's going. That's what I love about abstracts. And my Genesis glass system really, it's my own system because I've never had a stained glass class or a lesson. Didn't watch videos and read the books and then start out on my path. I created my path glass-wise. And it supports these ideas that I have about how I think stained glass should be done and made. And so I've devised an innovative system, and this is proof of my system. This would take me about 3.5 days to make. And that's pretty good time. I don't know, relative, and it's not important what it would take somebody else. That has nothing to do with anything. I'm confident in my own abilities, and that's all that matters. I'm getting the results I'm seeking, and that's all that matters. And if the person likes buying what I'm getting and they feel a feeling, then that's all that matters. Who I am has nothing to do with it. It's the outcome. This is a pretty cool, I like this wave, so to speak, of something coming in. And I know it's all up for interpretation, but that's the beauty of it. So this is panel 2A, and 2B is going to plug in here so that the whole overall panel is going to be 10 foot 1 inch. And let's go to the back side. Take a look at all the dichro. This is the reflective side. This is the side where the light is not coming in. So you have a perfect opportunity to see where all the dichroic pieces are. You can see everything that looks metal, reflective, is all the dichro. So this is how you would find it. Versus when you get on this side, because of the colorful backgrounds, it gets lost. It gets lost in a fun way because when you focus on a jewel or a bevel here, and you start changing the angle of how you're viewing it, it takes on different properties. All these colors are shifting and changing. That's where it gets really fun. So, here's a close-up of my soldering. I know it's not right in on it. But you can see my soldering. Yeah, we're not getting microscopically in on it, I understand. So, point is you're seeing the dark shadows. They're consistent width. These are just a hair under 1/8 of an inch wide. My preference is to use 3/16 black back foil, but the overall one that I use the most is 7/32. It's very rare that there's ever any 1/4 inch foil used in any of my pieces. It's very rare. The glass would have to be very thick for me to use 1/4 inch foil. There are pieces in here with 1/4 inch foil, but they're only the dichroic bevels or in jewels, because once I laminate them, they become thicker. But when I do use them, which right here would be 1/4 inch, it looks just like the 7/32. And there are thin pieces of spectrum where I use the 3/16. You got to know when to use when, so that it all blends in, so that the average person cannot tell how many sizes of foil you've used. There's 3 sizes of foil used in this panel. Good luck trying to figure out where and how and why and all that. But that's part of the whole thing, is making the consistency. That's part of the fun for you and me as the artist, to be able to do that, to know which one to choose at which moment. I'm on an angle here, so some foil is looking really thick. I'm on almost a 45-degree angle. So you're seeing through the piece of glass and the foil on the back side, making it appear a lot thicker than it is. That's all right. Yeah, just getting away from the glare of the sun and what have you. So use a lot of clear textures. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos, and thank you for the terrific comments and compliments. The next video will be for the part that fits in here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.